I'm Terry Halsall. We're in my garage at the moment, and this is where I do a lot of the refurbishing of things for the old settlement, along with my wife Vivian, who helps. And this is the latest project. This is the old Blacksmith bellows that were in the blacksmith shop, and they were left because there was no one to look after them. They were left in the old machinery shed, and they were in a pretty poor state. So we felt it was worth refurbishing them and bringing some life back into them. We have some photographs of it before, when the leather was all just rotten and all the frames inside were broken. So we started from the inn, cleaned it, spent a day cleaning it up, getting all the cobwebs, spiders' webs out of it, and washing it, cleaning it. And we started from the inside, doing all the repairs inside. And it's just about finished. With just a couple of small jobs to do on it. And then, well, we've done the frame as well. The frame that it sits in is quite a big framework, and that holds the bellows up, supports them while they operate this sort of fashion. Well, first of all, we asked the community, was there anyone had any old leather that we could possibly use for the job? And Rob Loof gave us, a local guy gave us the old cowhide, and we tried to make this do, but unfortunately it was too thick, and even when we draped it over and fitted it, it was too thick to collapse. So then Ray McCann, a local upholsterer, gave us some pieces of this nice flexible leather. So we managed to stitch it together because it was in pieces. Viv sewed it together. I'm in the process of just trying to make it a bit more weathered, because it looks a little bit new at the moment. No, you just distress it a bit with just rub it lightly with a bit of sandpaper or a Scotch-Brite, just lightly, to just take the shiny bit off the surface, and hopefully make it look a little bit more distressed. The main thing is we've got it working, and we've got it looking like a pair of bellows again. When we get school children or visitors, we can demonstrate how they used to work. The studs here, the original upholstery nails, a lot of them we managed to remove them, get them all out, but a lot of them unfortunately were too rusty, and they just broke as we took them out. But we salvaged as many as we could. We killed the rust on them, oiled them up, straightened them with my wife Vivian, and my grandson Evan helped me as well. So, and then we got as many as we could, and then we had to use some newer ones in between. I've just got it supported at the moment. This is the bottom with a flap that lets the air in, and then closes at one point. They're quite heavy, and this is how it works. I can physically just about turn it myself. I've been doing this about 50 times while I've been working on it, so I'm used to it. And here we go. There we go. And this is how it works. And the air will be coming out of the end at the moment, helping the fire to keep going for the blacksmith. That's the top side, which I've not quite finished yet. But we still want to keep the patina. We don't want to overdo it. We don't want to make it look too new. So we just want to keep that patina, try and distress the leather a bit. And when it gets a bit of dust on it in the old machinery shed where it'll be for a while, it'll start to look the part again. When we do these restorations, we try to use traditional tools and equipment so that it's done in the same way it used to be. This came from the upholsterer. Ray McCann lent me this needle, which helps if you try to do a saddle stitch. And this is the cord, which is a waxed cord. And we tried this. We did it on the old hide, and it was stitched together, and it was pretty good. But we're going to use the hide for something else now. So they're the traditional things, and we've used quite a few. I have old tools like the old pincers, which are used for pulling out nails instead of the modern claw hammer, and they're very effective. Old pair of pliers, the old traditional pliers, and little old hammers that I've had for probably 50 years. I've probably had that one. So it just feels part of it when you use old traditional tools, that you're doing the right thing in the restoration. I filled all the holes, and then I used the I used some old timber putty, Agnew's timber putty, and tried to repair this because you don't want to replace the whole thing with new. So this is all split. So when we put some of the tacks back, it has bulged out a little bit, but some parts I've had to put a new piece in there, let a piece of timber in there, and a lot more inside, which we've got photographs of. This, because there was nothing to put nails in, nothing left. I saw that they had this bulge in the original one, this bulge here, and I've padded it underneath. It's got padding underneath it so that when it flexes, when the bellows open and shut, it flexes so that it doesn't tear the nails out or tear the leather. It's got to have that. And this is how it works. I can feel the air coming out of this hole here at the moment because there's nothing in there. That's where the support bar goes. That supports it, one on each side, one on this side. Oh, it does go that way, I think. Oh no, it's the other one. The two, because the traditional old bars, they're not exactly the same size, which is, some of the things a blacksmith made. These were some traditional nails that were in the old one, and they look like the blacksmith made. So I kept those for posterity so that we can show them maybe on one of our displays. And these are some of the tacks that go in there, the upholstery nails. You can't buy them like that anymore. What's next is I'm just going to lightly oil these with a boiled linseed oil, which gives it like a waxy coating. And these steel parts, we'll make sure there's no rust and treat them, and just generally finish off. And then it'll go to the machinery shed for the time being. We'll put it in the machinery shed because the old blacksmith shop isn't ready yet. So we'll put it in the machinery shed and hang it up on the frame, and it can be demonstrated to show people how it used to work. Well, we've finally got the bellows restored and working, operating, and just to demonstrate, we have a little bit of dust here. Can we see that? They're actually working. This is the old bellows that originally came from the blacksmith shop, which we're storing in the machine shed here at the moment. And later on, they'll be installed hopefully back in the blacksmith shop in its natural environment. So here we go, this is how it operates. I believe it's what they call a two-lung model. It's got two spaces inside there which operate like lungs, and as it's depressed it forces the air through this tube and ignites the fire, keeps the fire going for the blacksmith to get the metal hot so that they can form it into whatever shape they need to. It's been quite a project for us. It's a big heavy thing. I had John Alferink help me carry it back in here. You can see it's quite a heavy structure, but it's well worth restoring. It's a beautiful old thing. Well, that's just about it. We'll just finish this off, and I've enjoyed the project, enjoyed restoring this beautiful old set of bellows, and thanks for watching.